All right, welcome back. We've been working on this 230 cubic inch diesel Buddha out of this WD45. Got a couple of pistons that are frozen, and I've had several recommendations, and so I'm going to put them to the test. I'm going to use Coke in one of the cylinders, and I'm going to use some ATF in the other. And I think in that center one right there, I may just pour some diesel fuel in there. I've seen a few comments about diesel. So we're going to let that set overnight and kind of show you what we got. This piston was pretty much all the way down, and it is now frozen in place. So we'll put Coke in that, and we'll just fill that cavity up. And then the ATF we're going to put on this piston, which was almost in the same position. It was pretty close to the bottom of its travel. And then this piston here is actually moved a little bit, and so it's not seized real tight, but we'll go ahead and we'll put a mixture in that, and we'll let this thing set up probably overnight, and then we'll check it out tomorrow and see what it looks like and see if any of these products have done the trick. So the other two have came out, and you can see on the inside of the liner on the right, that is not dirt, that is rust. It's inside that sleeve, so it's getting new sleeves anyway. I know they don't look too awfully bad in the video, but I took a hone on the top side and cleaned it up pretty good before I tried to get those pistons out. I had to tap the back side of them here with a hammer. This one here is free, but I discovered that it won't fit out coming from the bottom, so I got it down so far, it hit the side of the block, and then the bottom oil ring on the piston come out of the sleeve, so now it's got me kind of locked in place. So I have to get in there with a pick or something and try to get that ring off, and then it should be able to go back towards the floor and out the top. So that's what we're up against right now. We'll probably flip over and do some work on the tractor, let this thing set overnight, and then we'll come back and see what it done. Alright, so you saw earlier I had 3 stuck pistons here, and I put different additives in there to try to break them loose. I had the Coca-Cola and front piston here, and then I had kerosene and Mystery Marvel oil in the second, and then the third one I had ATF, and I've let those set for about a week. Within a few hours the Coke was moving already through, so it definitely did a better job. So I started knocking around on them just to see what was loose, and what ended up happening is the second and third one, basically the sleeve came out with it. It didn't even budge them. So if we look over here on the bench, this one I believe had the Mystery Marvel, Mystery Marvel oil in it and kerosene mix, and then this one had the ATF. So the pistons are still on the sleeve, so I'm not sure how to get those out quite yet, but I'll figure that out. But the one that had the Coke in it, as we can see, has been moving. I drove it down about probably 2 inches, and it got pretty tight again. So I'm going to work it back the other direction, spray it down, and then try to bring it out. There is all kinds of junk down in here. Here's the 3 that were free. Actually, the first one and the third one here, those pistons came right out. This one needed a little bit of tapping, but you can see the rust that's on the bottom of the sleeve there. So we'll of course knock all those out and put new sleeves and the whole 9 yards in there. But anyway, just wanted to give you a quick update on what we're seeing with the 3 different products to help loosen those pistons up. I know there's lots of different concoctions that y'all are using to break them free. But so far on this particular setup, the Coke did the best job. So it's allowing me to move that piston in the sleeve and not drive the sleeve out. So we'll continue working here, and hopefully we'll get that last piston out, and then I'm going to make a quick video on hot tank, and I'm going to dip all this in there and we're going to clean it with a hot tank, and then I believe I'm going to do electrolysis as well, and we're going to compare the two and see which one is going to do the best job. So that's where we're at the moment. We'll keep on working. Alright, at this point, we'll go ahead and drive that first piston back down. So just found me a 2x4 laying over to the side there, and it fit just about perfectly in the cylinder. So I'm going to drive that piston down back where it came from, and then I'll shoot some WD-40 in there, clean up the sidewall a bit, and then I'll turn it back over, and then I'll continue driving that piston out. So there it came out. So the Coca-Cola definitely did the trick. It broke the piston free from the sleeve when the other additives did not. They just took the whole sleeve out completely with the piston in it. So here I'm going to go ahead and drive the liners out that are remaining. Just took I think it was a 3/4 inch thick piece of steel, and just fit right in the block, and I just drove them down. So I'm going to move towards the end of the block away from the stand portion, so I need a support underneath there so I don't break off the backside. So I'll go ahead and drive out the rest of those liners using the piece of steel the same way I did the first one. And we'll continue getting that cleared out of there. There's the last liner there. We're going to roll it over on its side. I still have both of the oil filters to take off. There I'm cleaning all the gasket material off the bottom of the block there, just getting it scraped off. Now we're going to work on those oil filters, get the side of that motor stripped down, and get ready for the hot tank, which will be in my next video. Please hit like and subscribe, and leave a comment below, and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that each time a new video is posted you'll be notified.